My name's Tony Heaton. I'm a sculptor and I initiated the National Disability Arts Collection and Archive. A lot of my work is rooted in how the world perceives me and how the world thinks about me as a disabled person. Like many artists, I want to communicate. I want to communicate in a different way to get people to think. My work and I operate within a social model so that people start to understand that it's the external things that disable very often, on top of our impairments. Raspberry Ripple's rhyming slang for cripple, and of course cripple is one of those words that's imbued with all kinds of power. Part of the imagery of it, while it attempts to be sexy and pink, is there is a P missing from raspberry. It's a silent P, and I decided to go with a deficit model and leave that P out. I think the arts grew alongside the political movement. It supported it and it spoke in a different way. It was interesting back in the day where we chained ourselves to buses, and the purpose of doing that was to highlight the fact that disabled people couldn't use public transport. And it's quite astonishing for a younger audience to realise 1970s, you couldn't get on a train, you couldn't get on a bus. Very slowly over a 40-year journey, we've started to make change, and a lot of disabled people have been part of that fight for change. One of the things about the disability arts and politics movement is there was a huge amount of subversion going on. When we started to protest, we had placards and the police would take the placards off you. And somebody somewhere said, do you know what, if we do like the t-shirts, we could put slogans on t-shirts because they can't take them away from us. Ndaka isn't content to just be an isolated place, but actually we want to bring this story out into the regions. We need to be balanced in a way that the whole of the UK gets access. This is the first time that the work has been shown outside of London.
My job here as curator is to bring to the forefront artist stories. So lots of different people from lots of different places are getting the opportunity to familiarise themselves with these fantastic artists and these great stories that are being told.
For me, what's really interesting about Poppy Nash's work, this idea of invisible impairment. There's a whole range of people moving through our lives and through our world who are managing invisible impairments. And of course, when we talk about disability, we talk about barriers that you wouldn't necessarily think about. So her work helps us to focus on or think about what are those barriers for somebody with an invisible impairment, and how can we make accommodation for that?
First and foremost, it's about stunning contemporary artworks. What I hope is that it gives the audiences that come in here the knowledge that it's continuing, that artists who define as disabled continue today to make exciting and exhilarating artwork. So what I hope it will do is encourage those people to go off and find out more about those artists making really valuable contributions to contemporary art.
Having Access Fylde Coast, Blackpool Council and the various funders come together and really to invest money in making disabled people aware of the fact that Blackpool's a fantastic place to come to and that there's interesting and exciting culture here.